Hey everybody.
Welcome back. And I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. How did you have
I had fun for Valentine's Day. I mean, I didn't do much. Just kind of hung out with everybody. I ate your leftovers that you made for Shelby, though.
That explains so much.
Those were delicious.
That explains why I'm hungry right now.
Your leftovers were amazing.
Yeah, all thanks. You know, I don't cook that often, but when I do, I try to make it perfect. Got to.
I think our advisor, Michelle, she is enjoying her Valentine's Day and her break. She's in Florida right now, and she sent us a lovely picture to try and show off her in the warmth. There it is now on the screen, SUNYIT Live in the sand.
I wish I was in that picture.
I know. Why couldn't we just be laying next to it?
I just want to be tan for once.
That would be nice.
It would be. But you know, snow doesn't really make you tan.
Well, what do we have going on in school?
Well, I mean, all of these events actually are going on in the Student Center, and we actually have a Sex Jeopardy going on. You actually need a team of 4, and that's Monday.
Sex Jeopardy.
Yes.
That will be interesting to see with the tech school.
I am actually going to be in that.
You're going to be in it?
I'm in it to win it.
This Friday, they're having the rave party here in the Student Center. That sounds like fun. There's a DJ and everything coming too, right?
I want to dance a little bit.
Dance? Yeah. Let's go dance.
It'll be like a mini lava, I think.
Mini lava.
We always have fun at lava.
Yeah, we do.
I think we should have a show with lava.
A show at lava?
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah?
That would take
a
lot of work. And that would be a lot of sweat and a lot of scary people dancing.
A lot of people have swagger with a Y.
And then talk about the beach.
Oh yeah, we actually, me and Shannon are on the basketball teams, and we have a theme going on Friday. We both play against Lancaster Bible. It's a really big game for especially the guys to get into our conference tournament. And there is a theme, which I hope everyone gets into, so you can come to the game and watch us hopefully beat Lancaster. It's a beach theme. So if you want to wear a little coconut bra or your hula skirts or whatever.
I hear there's a hula hoop contest, so if you have a hula hoop and you're good at it, come down during halftime. They'll have some nice things going on.
Are you good at hula hooping?
I don't know. I don't think I've hula hooped since
your hips don't lie?
I don't think I've hula hooped since 2nd grade gym class.
I didn't even bother.
I think I used to walk around the gym.
I
remember trying to hula hoop.
just that person?
I'm just that person that walks around.
Yeah, you know, no
There's
big
those
deal.
people though who like to attack people with hula hoops, like have like hoops of fire.
Guilty charge.
You're one of those
yes.
people. Oh, I wonder if Yanni can hula hoop.
Well, you better not hula hoop in Sweet Eye.
Don't do it.
Remember, Yanni,
Don't
we're watching. We will find you, Yanni.
What about the Olympics? Have you ever heard about the Olympics?
I mean, I didn't watch much of the Olympics, but
I like curling.
You like curling? What is that?
I don't know. It's just funny to watch because I don't think it's very useful to the world.
What do you even do?
I don't know. You just throw a stone down in a straight line, and it's who can Swiffer the best is what I think it is.
I'm pretty sure
honestly.
we could all do that on campus.
Swiffer. Get all clean.
We'll get our own Olympics going.
Yeah, that would be fun. SUNYIT Olympics. Let's look into that.
Ooh.
Let's look into that.
You witnessed that, folks.
Utica local, Erin Hamlin, I guess, she used our field house to train for the last few years for the Olympics for luge. Mm-hmm. And she won a bronze medal. Did you know that the U.S. wants to tax her because of that medal, because it's considered income?
What's it considered income?
Isn't
She's going to keep it. She's not going to
weird?
sell it. Why would you sell a medal that you won?
That's just what I heard. I don't know.
Like, oh, it's bronze now.
It's bronze. No, it's not. It's
either gold or nothing.
No. Go hard or go home.
But, I mean, she probably got trained by Al. If you think about it, maybe she
Al
did.
probably did train her. Al would be a good Olympic trainer, I think.
I hope maybe Al will get me to the
Especially for
Olympics.
luge. Wait, I don't...
Luge?
I don't know.
The luge?
I don't know how you luge.
I don't know. That's a hard word to say sometimes. Luge.
Luge.
La luge. La luge.
That's skiing. That's not luging.
Wait, what?
This is skiing, right?
Yeah.
How do you luge? It's a sledding? Oh, you laid...
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's like lounging.
Lounging. They
Yes.
took out a couple letters there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we also have President's Week. That was actually coming up, actually previously.
President's Day already happened,
I
but
know.
we're celebrating President's Week here at SUNY IT Live. We have some special guests here for you today. President Robert Gear is going to come down, and we are going to have some interview questions for him and talk about a couple things. And we also have our new SA president. He's going to come on, and he's going to enjoy every minute of being with us today. I can already tell his face.
Priceless.
So when we come back, we will have President Gear with us. Stay tuned.
I have a shiny penny.
Oh.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
And we're back, SUNY IT, and we have a special guest. He is the president of SUNY IT, Dr. Gear, and let's welcome him to the studio. Absolutely.
Thank you for coming. Wow.
Yeah, great honor. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself personally?
Personally, so I started here at SUNY IT on August 1st, a little less snow than there is now. I was a professor and vice president for academic affairs at the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering in Albany.
Oh, great.
So this opportunity became available, and was something I was interested in. So I put my hat in the ring, and I came here.
Wow.
That's
really
cool.
interesting, yeah.
I hear that you teach a class here at SUNY.
I am. In fact, I just
What is that?
I just finished it. It's Physics 202, so it's electricity and magnetism.
Okay.
It's a riveting class. You know, it's very topical, very exciting. Sometimes I have to calm the students down, but it's been a great experience. The students have been wonderful.
That's good.
That's really great. So we actually have a couple questions about the new building, Quad C.
Shoot.
What does this mean for the SUNY IT students here for this building?
I think I've seen these facilities go up. I've participated in not so much the construction, but utilizing the facilities, helping build programs in facilities just like the Quad C in Albany at the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering. And more importantly, finding the best pathways for students to interact. And it's worked very, very well. And not just the students at CNSC in Albany, but students from other institutions, especially community colleges coming in. So I think this will mean a tremendous amount for the students here at SUNY IT. I think it's already started to happen. We've had 2 or 3 of our students have been interns with the company constructing the building.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
2 of those 3 have been hired
That's
after they finish their degree.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's really nice.
It's a great opportunity. And so as we move from constructing the facility, in fact, the steel was just finished last week. The rest of the building is coming together, and by December of this year, of 2014, it will be certified for occupancy. And even before that, I would say October, November, they will start moving equipment into the building. At least that's
really
the plan.
cool.
Yeah.
So very soon, there'll be opportunities for students to participate. Some of them will be interns with these companies. That's one of the reasons they come here. They want to have their labor force right here. Others will be training types of training or experiential types of programs. And we have a broad array of these in Albany that we developed. Now, it does take some time. You know, the building has to be outfitted. You have to have tools in there. They have to get the operating teams in. But once that's done, it's a great experience for students to go in. So, and likewise, I expect students to be able to interface with some of these companies using facilities on campus. So it will have an impact beyond just the building itself.
Yeah. That's really
That
cool.
is cool. I'm excited to see it actually come up and be a part of it.
Yeah,
Really.
I've seen the layout of it actually online for the computer, how they show the inside and everything. It's
Sure.
really, really big.
It'd be a great building, and what we want to make sure people understand, especially students, is it's built on partnership. So it's a partnership between the state of New York, obviously SUNYIT, the College of Nanoscale Science and Engineering, and the companies that come. But it's an open facility. Now, you just can't walk into the clean room, right? People would get upset, kind of get everything dirty. But walk in those doors anytime you want. What is important about this is that it's going to be a resource for not only the students here, of course, that they get first dibs, but also people in the community. So the same time we'll be doing programs in there for not only SUNY IT students, but K through 12. And one of the challenges is getting students to come in and stay interested in technology. Many times they just don't understand exactly what that technology can lead to. They don't understand the impact it can have, whether it's a new biomedical application, a new way of communicating. And once those students, especially in maybe the elementary school, middle school, once they understand what those applications are, what the impact can be, and they start to see it as something that doesn't take 10 years of education to be able to participate in, they get more excited about it. And they see it as more of a pathway that they could attain. So we also want to use that facility for that too. It really is a resource for the region.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So you see it having an increase with enrollment? I hope so, but is that the...
I think so. I think there, from a couple vantage points. One, it becomes another avenue for students to grow and develop as they're here. And I think that's going to appeal to some students. So when they come and visit and they get a sense of what the campus is about, they're going to see, oh, there's something very interesting about this. Not only do they have what universities and colleges have, the student center and residence halls and classroom buildings and so forth, but they also have this incredible laboratory where companies are actually on the campus. And they see opportunities for themselves there. So that's another way to keep students interested. Likewise, I think what also helps is it raises the profile of SUNY IT as one of the few campuses across the country that have these types of facilities. And that just gets it noticed. And once students notice it, then they put it on their list of schools to check out. Some of those students are going to say, yeah, this is a great place for me to go.
Yeah.
So all of those things are going to happen. At least that's the hope.
Yeah, that's really cool.
With Quad C, what do the 4 C's stand for?
Great. It's the Computer Chip Commercialization Center. So 4 C's. And it's a bunch of scientists, right? We're not good with names, so we picked this. So there are a large number of these facilities. For example, I mentioned in Albany, and in there they're focused on sort of the chip itself, the computer chip, among other things. But a lot of the facilities focus on the computer chip. Now, when you build a computer chip, since everyone has at least one or two on them at any given time, between your smartphone and whatever else you may have, Google Glass. What the focus, for example, in a place like Albany, is building the circuits on this giant silicon wafer. And the silicon wafers right now are about 12 inches across. And they're very flat. They're like a pie plate. They're a single crystal piece of silicon. And you do is you build the sort of circuit on top of it. First you make the transistors in the silicon, then you wire them up. When you take a blank silicon wafer, you put it in what's called a fab or a fabrication facility. It may take 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months to actually fabricate all the different levels and form all those devices. Then once you have this giant pie plate, literally you send it out, you protect it, and you cut it with a saw. And like a checkerboard, you cut it in little squares. Those little squares are packaged and put into a computer. Okay, that's what you do. The Center for Computer Chip Commercialization, or Quad C here, is focused on those last steps, taking those innovative new chips that they build on a wafer and actually putting them into a system like a phone. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to take these chips and stack them in a very precise way, in new types of ways, so that you can increase the communication between them. That's where the bottleneck is right now. None, in any computer you use, laptop, tablet, desktop, that chip is not run as fast as it could be. The reason it's not is because it's very difficult to get all the information on and off that it can process. And sometimes it gets too hot. So what the technology that's going to happen in Quad C is finding better ways to get that extra connectivity to the chip. So you can use all the horsepower on the chip and also to mate different times, to stack different types of chip. Because what do you have in your cell phone? You certainly have a processor chip. You have a brain, right? You have memory. You pay for that.
Yeah.
You also have sensors. Right? So when you play a game on an iPhone, it knows which direction it's pointing. Okay. It has various, optical sensors to adjust light, and it has acoustic sensors, so it can better filter out interference, so you can hear someone on the other end. So those have to be those have to be interfaced directly with the chip, because they're starting to process a lot of information.
Yeah.
And then you have a communication chip, right? It's a radio, right? That's what you buy it for.
Yeah.
So all of those pieces have to be packaged in a smaller and smaller area, use less and less power, but do more and more things. That's really a challenge, not for how you make the chip. Well, it is a challenge for how you make the chip. It's a huge challenge for how you put it together, because everyone wants it to go together very small, use less power, take less space. So that's the challenges that the people in Quad C will be focusing on.
That's really cool.
It is.
That is really
Yeah,
cool.
I didn't really know half of that either, actually, with all the tablets and everything. It didn't.
And it overlaps with what SUNYIT does. It overlaps with a lot of the standard challenges, for example, in engineering, mechanical, electrical. It certainly drives the business world, because think about it. If we didn't have mobile apps, there would be no such thing as Twitter.
Yep.
And
true.
all of these pieces, they're not planned, but they come together. And it's also moving into medical technology. So sensors are cheap. And so when you have someone in a hospital room, there's no reason they have to be necessarily tied down to a hospital bed. You can simply stick a sensor, just like with a piece of double-stick tape. If that sensor is self-powered, if it can communicate, if it can analyze, it can provide real-time medical information on that patient. So if you want to be able to monitor someone's blood sugar level, suppose they have diabetes, but they don't want to really inject themselves or go someplace for a test. In principle, if you had a device that could do the test, analyze the data, and communicate the data, they could be anywhere. In fact, it's not approved yet. It's a fantastic little device. It's essentially a contact lens with a small integrated circuit imprinted on it, on the very edge where your iris is. And that can actually determine blood sugar content from your tears. And so there's no more jabbing a needle into your finger. And it communicates that. So, right away, you have a little monitor like a pager, and it may go off and say, uh-oh, my blood sugar is dipping. It's these types of things where that really deal with a lot of this conventional health science issues, nursing issues, business. It's all wrapped together. And so it really complements so many of the programs we have here at SUNYIT.
That's
really
unbelievable.
cool. The
Yeah.
way how it ties everything together.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's a good thing as freshmen we came here just in time.
We get
There you go.
we get a good glimpse at it all. We have some kind of fun questions for you. Just kind of break it up a little bit. 5 facts about Dr. Gear is what it's called. 5 fun facts.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any fun facts. So first of all, I'm a physicist, so that might tell you right off the bat that there are no fun facts. Okay, so I don't know about that. I don't know if it's fun. I have 4 kids, which is very exciting, and the youngest 2 are twins. They're 9 years old now. I don't remember the first 2 years of their lives because they didn't sleep. So it's just dark and cold, and I just, it's really fuzzy. So, they're wonderful kids. So other than that, I've just been a physicist and a professor. There have been a couple of very interesting things that have happened to me since coming to SUNY IT.
What's that?
So one of the first days, in fact, it was freshman orientation weekend. Mm-hmm. And, I came to say hi to the freshmen. I had been here for like 3 weeks. And so and I was walking back across one of the pedestrian bridges from Adirondack. And I heard this, I was on my phone, I'm sure. I heard the sound behind me. Someone was coming on a skateboard. Okay, so, I stepped over to my right near the handrail to get out of the way. Unfortunately, I think that's where the person was trying to go. So we hear this expletive and then shipping around, and the student took a little bit of a tumble, and it was one of the new freshmen. I said, "I'm sorry, you're okay." And he goes, No, I'm okay. So fast forward about, 2-3 weeks. I'd come back from the fitness center, which I was using, and I must have dropped my ID. And I hear this knock on the door, and it was that student with my ID because he knew I was staying in Adirondack Hall. It's like, what are the odds? So I'm really glad he didn't hold it against me that I actually almost knocked him down.
That's funny.
But SUNY IT has been a huge benefit to my family because, as it turns out, one of the students here attended the same dance studio that my 9-year-old does, and I happened to cross paths with her here, and one thing led to another, and she's from the area I live in, was able to watch my kids. And for a very competitive price, by the way.
Yes.
Which was awesome. The only downside to that is I saw a tweet from her about 2 or 3 days after she watched my kids for an evening over break. And the tweet was, "Can't wait to get back to SUNY IT." And I'm not sure how to take that, whether the babysitting stint with my kids was so bad that it drove her to SUNY IT, or she was just anxious to get back and spend time with her friends. So it's very interesting. It's had an impact on many different fronts for me.
That's really cool.
That is really cool. Well, thank you, Dr. Gear, for
Not
being
at all.
here.
My pleasure.
And we'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
There's a reason there's no secondhand smoke in here. And no cigarette advertising around here.
There's a reason we know this is really bad. And this is really good.
There's a reason 2 in 3 people are surviving cancer.
And we cannot be silent until it's 3 out of 3.
This shout out is for everything the American Cancer Society has done in the last 100 years. Let's make noise and finish the fight.
And we're back, SUNY IT. And we have one of the special guests here, the SA president, Aaron White, and let's welcome to him to the studio. How are you doing?
I'm quite good. It's not too bad of a day. Going quite well.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, as you know, my name is Aaron White. I transferred into SUNY IT as a junior, and I transferred from Fulton Montgomery Community College. And when I attended there, I was actually involved in the student government as well as president for the last year that I was there. And so I transferred in here. There was quite a few of us within my program that transferred to SUNY IT. And we are really enjoying the campus. It's very similar to what we experienced at FM. And we're enjoying our time. It's quite good.
That's great. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You look like an official person. I'm glad you're in charge.
Yeah, thank God.
Thank God we have somebody that knows what they're doing.
Yes. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the student government and what you guys do?
Okay, so related to the student government, we actually are officially the Student Association of SUNY IT, and that consists of a student senate and executive members, including myself. And then we have organizations below that, and then we have clubs as well below that. And within that, basically we run all activities and all events that go on campus through our office. And so anything that you see around campus going on and the different signs for different events, that's all through us and run through our organizations. And related to my personal position as SA president, I deal a lot with administration and kind of the behind the scenes things. That's what's going on. And I do run our executive meetings that we have once a week, and I attend our Senate meetings that we have once a week. And so I'm in the administrative suite quite a lot, dealing with different things that are going on and those kind of correspondence.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of responsibility.
It is quite a bit. Yeah, but I've had experience with it before, and I feel that I've brought a lot with me and a lot of my experience that I can apply to this position as well.
Yeah, that's really good.
This is interesting, because I really didn't know a lot about that stuff.
Yeah, I really didn't. I mean, my roommate, Bobby Nilsson, he's one of the senators.
Yes.
Yeah, and he hasn't really told me much about it, or the fact that he was a senator, and he thought he was like the president of the world after that. But
Yep, Bobby. Yeah, I've dealt with him quite a few times. He's a good guy. He's
a good character.
Yes, he does have a character.
So what else are we going to talk about with the student government?
Let's see. Student government. How do you become a part of that? How does that all happen?
Well, to give you an idea, we do have elections, and actually I'd like to bring it up that we are having our elections coming up in March. And so if anybody's interested in getting involved in SA at any way, shape, or form, come up to the office. You can get a form that you have to fill out, and then you can run and go on the ballot. And we do have quite a few seniors that will be graduating and not being involved. So we're really looking for some new blood to get involved in SA. So really we want to get the word out for people if they're interested at all to come up, see us, talk to us a little bit. You know, we'll enjoy meeting you. We're interested in some people getting involved. So.
Well, we'll help spread the word about that too.
Yep.
We know some people that wanted to become RAs, and some people who just want to look into become part of has something to do with the student association altogether. So pretty sure people would love to do that, especially some of the people we know.
Good.
They'd love to be a part of that.
Very good. Okay, well, we look forward to seeing and hearing from those different people.
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
And we're going to be right back after these commercial breaks.
Ever wonder what makes us, the Smurfs, so happy? The forest, of course. This is where we, along with the beautiful forest creatures, make our home with beautiful plant life, clean water, and endless adventures. It's a place to celebrate. So discover the forest with your family today. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. At highway speeds, that's enough time to travel the length of a football field. Stop the texts, stop the wrecks.
And that was really interesting, wasn't it?
That really was. I didn't know a lot about that.
The president was just, I mean, he's an amazing guy, I guess, with all that.
All that nano stuff and the chips.
Knows exactly what he's doing.
The SA president with a lot of information about student government. I want those elections to come. I want to see who runs, if we know anybody that will run.
Oh, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. See how that day goes. Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for our next episode. Follow us on Facebook, and you can follow us also on Instagram, and we also have a Twitter account that you can go and follow too. So thank you for watching today. I'm Shannon Tooley.
And I'm Mike Aiello, and America.